Good morning, students. It is very good moment meet with you once again. I welcome 8th grade students learn about ruling the countryside. In this chapter already you have learned several things previous classes. Especially you have learned introduction of the ruling the countryside and the company become the divan and revenue for the company. Did you learn these all things or not? Yes, not only that, you have learned the new system and the need to improve the agriculture. For the improving the agriculture, they started different three systems. Also you have learned that three systems are: one is permanent settlement system, Mahalwari system and Murro system. It is known as a Raituvari system. Right, very good. We have learned the problem of need to improve the agriculture and you learned when the systems were started, where it is started, when it is started. These all things you have learned previous classes. That is very good. Today also you are going to learn about crops for the Europe. Crops for Europe. Okay. Especially here, East India Company want improve more crops for exporting to Europe. Especially they want to improve crops. Which crops they want to improve? Especially they want to improve indigo, which is giving colors. Now which colors that I am wearing here? Yes, blue color. The indigo, which means the color is nothing but blue color. Right. Here the British also realized that the countryside could not only yield revenue. What is the yield revenue means? They want to import some things. Not only that, they are giving only for importing. They are expecting, they want to export some things to their Europe side. That's why you are especially learning here crops for Europe. That's why they are giving priority. Especially late 18th century, the company was trying its best to expand the cultivation of opium and indigo. Okay, right now you are learning about indigo. What you are going to learn here? Indigo, students. Right, very good. Indigo cultivation is most important cultivation for the company. Why? Because they need color. They want to develop this cultivation in India. After that, the crop they want to export to their Europe side. So that's why in India at the time indigo cultivation started. That's why here high demand for dyeing cloth in Europe. Especially in Europe for the cloth is there more demand. That's why they want to develop indigo. Indigo which is giving blue color. That's why here they are producing. They are forcing the people to cultivate indigo crops. So India's tropical climate is suitable for its growth. Why? Because our India, which is there, in the between, 8 degrees to 36 degrees approximately in the between, we may find here Okay, tropical region you may find. That's why this climate is suitable for the growing the crop of indigo. India was the main exporter of indigo to Europeans. That's why the Europeans are especially they expecting this indigo crop. Not only that, they are expecting students. Listen carefully here. The British persuaded or forced cultivation in various parts of India to produce other crops also. They are forcing producing other crops. For example, okay, jute in Bengal, tea in Assam, sugarcane in Uttar Pradesh, wheat in Punjab, cotton in Maharashtra and Punjab, rice in Madras. So like this in different places also they are forcing to cultivate different crops like jute, tea, sugarcane, wheat, cotton and rice also. Okay, which places they are especially forcing to cultivate? Yes, jute in Bengal, tea in Assam, wheat in Punjab, sugarcane in Uttar Pradesh, cotton in Maharashtra and Punjab, rice in Madras province. You may observe, student. That's why especially in India different crops are growing. Why? Because India is very good climate and suitable situation for the growing crops. The soil also is suitable for giving different cultivations in our India. Right. Next, student, does color have a history? Yes. Color had history. For example, in your book only two images are you are seeing. Look at your book, Rolling in the Countryside chapter, page number 30. There are two images are there, example 5 and example 6. Okay, here first example 5, you are looking there one cloth, that cloth which is that kalamkari cloth. Here you are seeing kalamkari print. Yeah, this image was 20th century's time. At the time kalamkari cloth was very famous. Not only that, now also it is famous cloth. Okay, then and another example also you are seeing here, a Morris cotton print, late 19th century in England. In England, one cloth is famous, that is a Morris cloth. Right, students? Especially in our India, when Britishers doing trade, at the time onwards, they are trying to manufactured more cloth. Which cloth they are printing? Cotton cloth they are printing. Okay, right. That's why here kalamkari print created by weavers of Andhra Pradesh in India. Especially in our Andhra Pradesh, weavers are printing, are weaving the cloth. Which cloth they are weaving? Kalamkari cloth they are weaving. Isn't it, students? Very good. So crops for Europe, like this different crops they are producing, doing the cultivation. So why? For the Europeans they are forcing, they want to export this all things to Europe. So you are watching here two different prints. One is kalamkari, one more is Morris. Right. Both use a rich blue color. Both are rich in blue color. So commonly called indigo. these two type of the cloths are okay. Which color are there? Blue color. Which shirt I am wearing here? Which shirt I wear? Yes, blue shirt. That's why. So for knowing you, I have wear this one. Right, very good students. You have also lot of the cloth in your home. You also wear today and watch. No problem. Okay. For example, I am saying, right. Not only that, one more heading. Why the demand for Indian indigo? Why is there very demand for Indian indigo? Is there any specialty for the develop of Indian indigo? Why they are forcing? Because the Indian indigo plants grow primarily in the tropical region. So our India is a tropical region. Place is there. That's why it is very good. Okay, land of the tropical region. In this climate only this indigo plants may grow well. That's why the indigo plants grow primarily in the tropical region. By the 13th century, Indian indigo was being used by cloth manufacturers in Italy, France and Britain to dye cloths. See, we are especially indigo was being used by cloth manufactured. This indigo which is used by the Italians, France and Britishans. That's why more demand is there for Indian indigo. Isn't it or not? Very good. Right. Not only that, students, you are observing here the European market and its price was very high. In which market is the price is very high? In European market, the cloth price is there more high. That's why European cloth manufacturer therefore had to depend on other plant called wood to make violet and blue dyes. Not only for they are forcing another also, students. Listen carefully. And not only these places, now you are seeing here southern France and in the part of the Germany and Britain worried by the competition from indigo. Okay, in Europe, lot of the competition is there in the between France, Germany and Britain. Not only in these three, in another countries which are there in Europe. In the marketing side, more competition they had. That's why they want to get some powers. When they will get more powers, at the time they can do trade in that country. That's why they are trying to get more powers. Then cloth dyers, however, preferred indigo as a dye. Indigo produced a rich blue color, whereas the dye from wood was place and dwell. Isn't it or not, students? Very good. But here you may observe the French began cultivating indigo in Saint Domingue in the Caribbean island. This Caribbean island is there near the USA, America. So they are getting that place. But Britishers forced, especially in our India. Right. When did they forced? Yes, especially 18th, 19th, 20th century, you may observe. Okay, Britain began to introduce its cotton production, expanded the dramatically. Isn't it or not? Yes, very good. Not only that, students, it's adjusting the supplies from the West Indias and America, and collapsed for a variety of reasons. Actually, they are exporting different countries, but some little bit problem is there. That's why the marketing rate is not there. It is collapsed. When between 1783 and 1789, the production of the indigo in the world fell by half. Isn't it or not? Very good. Next one, you may observe, Britain turned to the India. Britain means England. Englishers turned to our India. Why did they turn to our India? Okay, faced with the region's demand for indigo in Europe, the company in India looked for ways to expand an area under the indigo cultivation. Indigo, which is there more in our India, that's why British are turned to our India side, because India is very suitable climate at the place of the tropical region. Right, students? Okay, as the indigo trade grew, commercially, agents and officials of the company began investing in indigo production. Next one, students, indigo cultivated. How was indigo cultivated? Listen carefully. There were two main systems of indigo cultivations are there. One is niche and one more is righty. One is niche, one more is righty. Now you are listening about niche system, students. Right here, niche system. Under this system, the planters produced on land which was under his control by way of ownership or rent. Basis large fertile area was required for indigo. See, for the producing of indigo, they need much of the land. So, planter produced on the land which was under his control. Okay, by way of ownership or rent. Somebody are taking rent for doing the cultivation, but somebody are owner. We may observe. It is a niche system. And a second system, righty system. Under this system, planter, okay, and especially you observe here, okay, planter who is producing different crops and plants, that persons. Here you may observe, okay, planters entered into contract with rights or village headman. Rights or village headmans. So that's why we are calling it is a Raitwari or Raiti system. Okay, this system, especially you may observe, okay, provide them with loan to grow indigo with a condition to keep 25% land exclusively for indigo cultivation. Suppose if anyone want to take loan, that persons must have to produce 25% indigo cultivation. Okay, like that some agreements were there. They are agreement with village headman or rights we may observe. Okay, it is niche system and right system. In the between these two, some problems are there. That's why you are looking here one more clipping. Problems faced by indigo cultivation. Okay, some problems they faced through the cultivation of indigo. What did they faced? Different problems. One is, okay, income from indigo was very less to the peasants, and cultivators got trapped in a never ending loan cycle. These producers or cultivators unable to get some loan also, they are getting okay, this is also one problem. And third one, okay, land became infertile, unsuitable for growing, okay, rice crop and another crops. This soil or this land will be lose its fertile if they will produce indigo. This is also one of the major problem. Which are the three main problems? One is that cultivators are getting less income and they are unable to get loan, and okay, that land will lose its fertile. Next heading, student, the blue rebellion and after. Okay, right, now listen, the blue rebellion. Especially in March 1859, thousands of rights in Bengal refused to grow indigo. In March 1859, a rebellion broke in Bengal. The rebellions were the indigo cultivators. Who are the rebellions? Indigo cultivators. They started one small revolt. Okay. At the time, see here, Queen Victoria ordered magistrate of Barast, West Bengal, to issue an order which states the rights would not be forced to enter into indigo contracts. Like that, some orders they got from the Europeans. Next heading, students, set up of commission. Here, an indigo commission was set up to look into the matters. They concluded the following. This year, you may observe some important setup of commissions. One is planters were found guilty and planters were forcing rights to enter into the contracts, and indigo cultivation was not profitable for rights, and rights were asked to fulfill the existing contracts, but they got the right to refuse indigo cultivation in future. And next, you may observe here, after the rights, the production of indigo came to an end in Bengal and shifted to Bihar. At the time, you may observe, especially after the shifting of this cultivation from Bengal to Bihar, you may observe here Mahatma Gandhi entered from South Africa to our India. A patient from Bihar urged him to visit Champaran and see the pinlight of the indigo cultivators. The cultivators there, Mahatma Gandhi visited in 1970, marked the beginning of the Champaran movement against the indigo planters. Why they started this movement against the Britishers, against the indigo cultivation? Because many problems these farmers faced. You may observe, student. Okay, right, good thing. In this chapter, I hope you have learned introduction of the ruling the countryside, The company, which company? English East India Company become a Diwan. Revenue for the company. Also you have seen and you learned they are trying to need to improve agriculture. The problem of need to improve agriculture. Here we have learned three important systems. That is, one is permanent settlement system and Mahalwari system and Muro system. And today you learned crop for Europe. Especially they are expecting indigo. Not only that, they are expecting jute, tea, sugarcane, cotton, wheat, rice, etc. And they are expecting some spices and silk. Also you have learned like this. You may observe. And today you learned does color has a history? Yes, history has a color. About, for example, you learn Kalamkari and Morris. Kalamkari, for example, of weavers of our Andhra Pradesh. This Morris from England. And you learn today why the demand for indigo. Yes, demand is there, but as well as some problems also is there. That's why demand is there for indigo. That's why Britishers turned to our India side. And how was indigo cultivated? Already you learned there are two different methods. One is niche and one more is rights systems. So you learn, right, students? I hope you have understand this chapter. Be ready for online exam. From this chapter questions will be there on online exam. So that's why you must have to read test book once again. It is your homework. Read test book and learn 5 mark questions and write in your HW. Okay, students. Bye.